Why? I could not tell you why I'm obsessed with arms. Probably because it doesn't hurt my hands, actually. Probably basic. So, a lot of basic ways to do arm bars. We're just going to keep it super simple just because of the fundamentals. Alright? So what I'm going to do is, I have two ways. I can either go straight wrist, or I can go cuff, or I can even use this as an anchor, swim my hand underneath. And I'm going to bring my hips up, and as I drop my hips, I'm going to bring my knees to my chest, I'm going to turn my hips. So I kind of do a little bit of what Steve's showing, but I'm not opening my legs yet, but I'm still turning and cutting that angle. All I'm trying to do is with my hips, remember my hips are square, I'm trying to get my hips shift underneath the car. So while you let that happen. So I can move my body around. I bring my hips up, so when I drop here, there's a space. And I can use that, and I'll turn my hips. So you can see my knees straight. Here. Now, right away, I'm going to let go. I want to control his posture first. So I'm going to go straight thumb in on the collar, roll him in, using my knees for support. Now he's going to drop all his weight on my hands. I have to do something with his hand. I can't leave it cupping here when now it's stuck. Trying to bring my knees in. I'll go high collar. Elbows pinch from both sides. Now this is where we can start applying that drill. Okay. Or foot to the hip. As long as I'm keeping this pull tight, and I push, and I cut, and I want to make sure this leg is high. I don't heel kick him in the head, but the idea is that I'm trying to like touch his back shoulder while I'm bringing him to me. To clear his head, because I don't want him crowding me. His idea is he needs to crowd me. So I use this hand and this leg to keep him at bay, so that my leg has space to come around. Back of my knee to the back of his neck, replacing my hand. I turn. I don't want to drop it here. I need to have pressure on his head, keeping him away and down. Alright? So my leg drops straight down. My hand's got to do something. So I'm going to reinforce this grip. My heels are close, my knees are pinched, my heels down. I personally don't like holding the collar because it's harder to steer, because I need to make sure the thumb is to the ceiling. So what I'll do is I'll just retract my hand so that I can cup the meat of the hand. Right? If his hand's loose, I can get like the bro grip handshake. Right? Yes? We'll get that grip. Because now I can roll everything on top of supporting here. Now to get the break, it's not this big hip thrust up. It's the stomp down and the pull here. Pulling it to me and gluing it to my chest as I stomp it away. It does lift my hips up a little bit, but it's not from a thrust. Right? It's just from the angle. Right? If I do pushing this leg down, it lifts my hips up a little bit. That's how you properly get the break for an armbar, and it's significantly less energy. Right? If I have an armbar, and I try so hard to get the break by popping my hips up, all he has to do is hip track me. What does that mean? He needs to get his hips to my hips. Right? How does he do that? Well, if I don't have pressure on his head, it's a stack. He's got his hips in. Oh, I tried to finish the armbar. It's not even worth it. Let go and reset. So that's why it's important to try to get his forehead down to the mat. Saves our neck, saves our back, more control, and it's easier for us to switch on to a different attacking option. Because I want to make sure I accept the attack without him being able to counter and defend me. Alright? Time to grab the sleeve. Just trapping it to make sure it stays here so that I can come underneath and wrap. I really wrap like a hips under just a little bit as my knees come to my chest. Right? Making sure the arm, that's another big thing, is on top of my bicep. If it's under my bicep, right? You get the hand for me. So it's on top. Immediately, right? I go from it. It's a lot harder to go like this and dig as it is to just let go of the wrist and go karate chop up. Right? So I scoop my thumb up underneath. See that? As opposed to having to dig it in. Right? Like swiping a credit card. Once I get that grip, I anchor it down. Knees to my chest to reinforce. Right? I can do the drill from today. As soon as I do that, or his hip, knee to him, I push off, cut, leg comes up, and then same thing. I grab high collar, elbow, I use that collar grip to stiff arm his face away so that my leg has room to clear it. Leg comes over, heel towards his head, and down, replacing my hand. 2 on 1 on the wrist. And make sure I've got control to make sure the thumb is to the sky. I like to roll this back, find the knee. If I can dig my thumb in and trap, beautiful. If you can only get here, that's fine too. Knees pinned, heels down, toes up, right? And I stomp as I don't just stomp and allow the arm to go. And then try to pull. Like if he's stronger than me, there's a chance that he connects his hand, and now I lost him. Like keep this glued to me, right? It's also, this grip prevents him from connecting his hands. Go ahead and connect your hands. Right? If I'm 2 on 1 here, he connects his hands. I take that away by covering it up. Right? But I don't go like this. It's like convention slipping me. I have to control the wrist and the hand. We'll try to keep it that street, like how we want to start. We're really excited about Armbar. But those are pretty much the key details you need to know. Anything extra is going to be heat of the moment adjustments you have to make. And that's some stuff that we can kind of go over more in like an advanced. Do you have any questions about that?